While the Brooklyn Navy Yard was busy building ships and aircraft carriers, there's one museum just outside of the city where you can get a bird's eye view of the same time period. Just a short ride from Vinegar Hill, the Airpower Museum right here in Huntington, Long Island, is where you can get up close and personal with the cutting-edge technology of yesteryear that helped defend our country. Some 65 years ago, the actual site of the Airpower Museum was home to Republic Aviation, where over 9,000 P-47 Thunderbolts were produced. Today, no American aviation museum with a squadron of operational World War II aircrafts has a more appropriate setting for its flight operations. Taxiing to the very runways and hangars that dispatched Thunderbolts to war, vintage aircrafts recreate those turbulent years and allow the public to watch these planes in their natural environment. And when you come to visit this incredible museum, you can experience what wartime aviation was like firsthand and walk through actual airplanes that helped win the war, like the Douglas C-47 Transport.
We do actually fly this aircraft. We offer flight experiences on the aircraft. We do a D-Day reenactment.
You do?
Yes,
when do you do that?
We do that on Memorial Day weekend and Labor Day weekend.
You can even experience what it was like to be on a mission inside a World War II bomber. An average mission could last over 8 hours. The aircraft was so cold that the soldiers wore special suits outfitted with heating coils. They would take turns plugging their suits into the walls to warm up.
They had to deal with enemy fighters. They had to deal with flak, which were artillery shells fired up into the air that would explode and send fragments of steel all over. And they were the most effective means of shooting down aircraft because they didn't have to hit it directly. They just needed to explode somewhere near it. And these were very accurate guns because they were sometimes they used primitive radar to home in on the planes. But once they had the altitude of the formation, and you had hundreds to 1,000 aircraft in a formation flying in a stream, once they got the altitude of those aircraft, they just sent shells up and boom, boom, boom. The crew would often refer that the flak was so thick they can get out and walk across it. That's what it felt like. The Army Air Corps lost the greatest number of people of any branch of service during World War II. And that's part of the reason we're here. I mean, this is a significant part of our history, and we're here to let the next generations know and remember, what the sacrifices were to be free and to enjoy the freedoms and the liberties that we have.